It's not just a guy whittling away.
First time putting with this thing too is gonna be for a birdie.
And I think that's where, you know, this thing really does kind of shine a little bit. Hey everyone, Kyle here. Welcome to Golf on Tap. And in this video, I have a review of a very unique putter from Timbertouch Putterworks. And I tell you what, this is definitely a conversation piece. So let's get into it. So first off, I'm always just really humbled when a company reaches out to me to give their product review, and you know, being such a small time YouTuber, I make it very clear up front, like this is 100% my honest feedback. They don't give me any real talking points or anything like that. It's just me giving my review to you guys, and you guys can make the decision. So yeah, there's a link in the description and all that good stuff, but you guys choose to do with that whatever you want. I don't care, but I just want to show you this thing and give you some insight to, you know, what they're working with. So let's jump into it. So the first thing that's going to be completely apparent is what this putter is made of. But before we do that, we got a nice big fat, you know, well-feeling putter grip on the end here. Kind of an unbranded steel shaft on it, but you know, seems fine enough. But the real magic is inside the putter cover, and that's what we have here. The Timbertouch Putterworks, made of wood.
Wow.
Made of wood. And more on that in a second, but just overall aesthetics on this, you know, it certainly is unique, you know, and it's not really something that you've ever really seen before, in my opinion. You know, it kind of reminds me of, and I might be dating myself here a little bit, but you know, when I used to go to the bowling alley as a teenager and play pool, you know, you're putting your quarters down on the pool table, and you'd see someone kind of come in with the stick bag, and they pull that stick out, and you know, they pull out this gorgeous pool cue, and you just kind of feel like, oh, I don't know if I want to put my quarters down on that table, or oh man, I can't wait to see how this guy is. And that's kind of what it reminds me of. And you know, with it being wood as well, it's very highly customizable. You can get all kinds of just kind of logos and graphics on there. It's made in the USA by a USA company, and I even got my my channel logo here at the top as well. So that's just really cool. And again, it's a very unique, you know, very unique putter. And even though, you know, this is made of wood, it's packed full of technology, and it's not just a guy whittling away out of a block of wood to make a putter. There's actually some real technology in this thing. So let's have a look at that. One of the biggest buzzwords, at least for the past, you know, few years now in the golf industry, is moment of inertia. And essentially what that is a club's tendency to resist twisting at impact of a golf ball. And that certainly applies, I mean, you hear it in the drivers all the time, but it certainly applies to putters as well. And when you really start to think about it in terms of wood, it's a very lightweight, strong, durable product, which then also allows Timbertouch Putterworks to move weighting inside of the putter further out to the perimeter of the putter, which inherently increases the sweet spot, helps reduce twisting. So if you hit the putt slightly off the toe or heel, it's more likely to stay on that line that you're aimed on. And it also helps you get more consistent distance control as well, because you're not so focused on such a small part of the putter. You have more forgiveness across the entire face of the putter in order to help you start the ball on the line and control your distance. And at least that's the theory of it all, and it all makes sense, at least in terms of, you know, your layman reading it. But that's what's in this thing. So you have perimeter weighting around the edges. They put it inside the putter as they're sealing it up, and it's all in there in this nice, beautiful package. Well, enough of me yapping about it.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Let's jump over on the putting mat, give this thing some rolls and see how it feels and see how it sounds. Okay, so here we are on the Birdie Ball Tour Turf putting mat. I got a review on the channel for that as well, if you care to give it a watch. But before we roll this, let's try to do kind of like a sound test, and here we go. Okay, let's compare that to my Bettinardi. You guys have been absolutely bodying me in the comments of my wedge video for pronouncing that wrong. My bad, everybody, I'm sorry, but all right, here we go. All right, yeah, so just from my ear, I don't know how easy that is to pick up from the mic. This definitely has a little bit more of a duller tone to it, a little bit lower, with the wood being kind of a little bit more brighter, like kind of a higher pitch sound. But all right, let's give this thing some rolls and see how it feels. So they obviously have a lot of different kind of head models and shapes, kind of to your preference, and alignment things that they can etch onto the wood as well. Mine has a dot here at the top. I like the way it looks. I like the way it sits. It's kind of that same mid-mallet shape as my Bettinardi putter, which I do prefer. But let's see how it rolls. Nice end over end putt there. Roll number 2. Yeah, nice end over again there. Just kind of got a slight break here on the mat I might need to account for. Let's see if we can center one, kind of die one in there. Let's see if I can control the pace with it. Ooh. Oh. We still got work to do. Okay, so let's do a little testing in terms of kind of the sweet spot, the moment of inertia for the Timbertouch putter. I'm gonna purposely hit some putts off the toe and the heel, and then also I'm gonna overlay it with my old high school putter. Again, I'm probably dating myself, but this thing's a few decades old. It's an Odyssey White Hot number 2, and I think in terms of comparison, you would say that this has a lot less technology than even this putter or the putters nowadays. So let's do that. Let's hit some putts and see how the roll differs. Let's see off the toe how well the line holds. Okay. It started out to the right, but caught its line and went straight. That would have been a make. All right, same thing again. Let's go one off the heel. Yeah, so again, off the heel, a little bit different reaction, but still kind of tries to hold the line on that, but it got a lot of side spin. Okay, same thing, but very old high school putter. Let's see how it reacts. So same thing, first one off the toe. Yeah, so again, it just kind of veered off to the right, just slightly. All right, let's do some heel strikes with the old putter. Yeah, kind of the same thing that we saw from the Timbertouch putter. Heel strikes seem a lot more punishing. So yeah, I think we can acknowledge that that's not the most scientific representation of, you know, the technology packed in this club, but just from a feel perspective, I do feel like it kind of held its line a little bit better on those off-center hits, but heel strikes just seem like incredibly punishing no matter what. But ultimately, it really comes down to how this thing performs on the golf course itself. So I got a round scheduled tomorrow. We're gonna take this out to the course for its first maiden voyage. So let's hit that course montage up and see how we do. Ooh. I mean, yeah, oddly enough, very first time putting with this thing too is gonna be for a birdie. So we'll see how it goes. Got too crazy with it. I left it right. All right, got about a 30 footer here up the hill. Yeah. Right, second birdie putt. See if we can get its first one, yeah? Oh, yeah, good line. Starting to get it there. Yeah, just tough judging just the speed on it right now. Man, fast. Thank you. Jeez.
Okay, well, we got our first 9 holes done with the Timbertouch Putterworks putter. Got a pretty good feel for it, kind of a understanding. Let's head back to the garage for some final thoughts.
Hey y'all, welcome back down to the garage and some parting thoughts, not final thoughts, with the Timbertouch Putterworks putter. I think it's fair to say, at least that day, I was struggling with my distance control with it. Haven't played a whole lot of rounds with this, still not quite sure how it's gonna perform. But ultimately this putter has everything that you need to build that confidence with. Also, hey, I didn't include it too much in the montage, but this thing is definitely a conversation starter. The moment I had it out on the green, I just showed up to that tee time as a single and they were asking questions about it, you know, who made it. You know, it's definitely a conversation starter, or maybe it's just because I'm filming myself and that's a little weird, but I digress. If you're the type of person that likes to have a story, you know, about their clubs and what they have, this is something that certainly, you know, might tickle that fancy a little bit, as well as just all the customization that you can do to it too. You know, you can have your military branch on there, your college and NFL teams. You can, you know, get it as a gift for someone with an important date on there. Like with it being wood and them able to like etch engravings and stuff on it, you know, it really can make for a really unique part of your golf bag. And I think that's where, you know, this thing really does kind of shine a little bit. Comment below, guys. What do you think of the Timbertouch wooden putter? Hope you guys give them a look. Link again in the description, and hope you enjoy the video. So we'll see you guys again soon. Cheers, everyone. Peace.
What are we doing with him? He's a good girl.
My bad.